My name's Vanessa, and on behalf of GoKids, I'm here to interview Mr. Dominic Siow of EQ Strategist for his upcoming workshops in April. Success Habits for Teenagers and Discovering Your Dream Career. GoKids specialises in sourcing educational materials that empower and engage kids and teens to reach their full potential. We're here now to talk to Mr. Dominic Siow about his 2 workshops that he's very passionate about. So, what is your background in terms of being a coach?
Well, I've been coaching for a long time, Vanessa. I've been in management for about 20 years before I actually went into the field of full-time coaching and training. And as a manager, you're always coaching people. So my coaching career actually started with coaching the people that I led. And over the last 5 years, I've been coaching entrepreneurs, business people, and literally everyone that I come across. It's one of my passions.
Fair enough. Why have you decided to run teenage workshops?
Well, if I 90% of my business is working with business professionals, people in the corporate world, managers who struggle to help with the morale of their team. And when I work with managers, I find that one of the things that they struggle with often are things like being responsible for the results that they achieve, the ability to influence others, the ability to set goals and achieve them. And very often you'll find that these habits are developed as children. The environment that we live in, that we grow up in school and at home, really helps develop a lot of these habits. For instance, if you're growing up in an environment where you're always being told what to do, guess what? A lot of your actions are a result of instructions that are given to you. I find this is a challenge for many professionals who reach the corporate world, because very often, in order to progress to the next level of leadership, they have to lead, they have to take charge, they have to demonstrate initiative. But because they're conditioned, they're so used to waiting for instructions, it stifles them from being able to live their full potential. I'm very passionate about working with teenagers because I fully believe that these habits are best developed at a younger age. Absolutely.
That's true. I believe that coaching teenagers, especially for a whole day, can be quite challenging. Have you had any problems before?
We truly understand and appreciate that students do not like to sit through a class. No one does. No. Having been a student before and having 3 children myself, I fully understand what it can be like. And it is so important. Our workshops are very different because they're highly interactive. We make it interesting, we make it experiential, so students are doing things in order to learn. They're not just sitting there and listening to someone speak. Responses have been very encouraging, Vanessa. The reason we continue to work on this and build on this is because we're constantly getting feedback that children find our workshops to be different. Students get a great deal out of it. They get 1 or 2 points that they can take away and actually practice in their lives. And that gives us the confidence we need to continue to push on.
You're running the Success Habits for Teenagers and Discovering Your Dream Career workshops this time round. Why did you choose these 2 topics?
When you study success like I have for the last 10 years, you'll find that people who achieve a great amount of success and fulfillment, they leave behind clues. There is a method, there's a science in the way they think, feel, and act that gives them the results they want. A habit is really an unconscious activity, something that you do unconsciously. And it comes through early teaching, practice, and then unconscious application. So success habits are really about helping students identify the science of achievement, what I call the science of achievement. What are the steps, what are the habitual ways of thinking that they should adopt in order to achieve the full success and further down in life, the fulfillment that they want. Discovering Your Dream Career specifically focuses on a methodology to help students identify what it is that they really want to do for the rest of their lives. I don't know about you, Vanessa, but when I was in year 12, I struggled when it came to my university choices. And making your university choice very often, today in particular, being such a huge and significant investment, not just financially, but also mentally, spiritually and physically. It's one of those most important decisions, and yet I find that very often students are not given perhaps the guidance on what will help them identify what they really want to do for the rest of their lives. So discovering a dream career is about giving them a practical framework, strategies, the areas they want to think about that will help them identify what they love doing best and how to make a living doing that. Because I truly believe that once you've found what you love doing best, and that was the way you made your living, you'll never have to work another day of your life. You'll find that one of the key traits of high performers is that they all do what they're most passionate about. And that's what makes them exceptional in what they do. So discovering a dream career is about providing students with a formula, a framework, areas that they need to think. It will be a very experiential workshop, leading them through a process where they will leave having a far better idea and insight into what they really want to do.
What do you expect the students to get out of these 2 workshops?
Well, with Success Habits, I hope that they'll come away with a new way of thinking, a new way of approaching school, a new way of approaching the extracurricular activities, a new way of approaching their social network, a new way of thinking about that will help them build the success that they want. Really a new way of thinking, a new network of people. You'll find that students come away also with a whole bunch of new friends who think similarly in a similar fashion, with similar habits. And I love for them to come away empowered to know that they can live their full potential, and with certain thinking strategies on how that they can constantly apply to achieve it. With discovering your dream career, I really hope that they'll come away with a framework. Some of them will come away knowing exactly what they want to do, and to me that will be a significant benefit. For others, it might not be quite that clear, but at least they'll have a certain direction. I always tell people it's a little bit like if you're traveling through life, it's far better to know that you're traveling north, at least that's somewhere, rather than not quite knowing what I want to do, and just making choices out of perhaps someone else's desire and perhaps not your personal dream, which often can lead to a lot of resentment and
Unhappiness in life?
down the track.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's what I hope to
Thank you.
achieve.
Thank you, Dominic, for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your time.